The Cold Steel Trail Hawk. Very inexpensive, but very useful tool on the trail or just to have to throw. It throws very nice. This is my video on how to mod it. These are some of the things I use to mod it with. Um, this is a Cabot Red Oak stain, very useful. Round files, flat file number 2. That's a handle I made to throw with because you don't want to break your good handle. The head after it's stripped, and the original hickory handle that came with it after it's been finished. Now all these products that I have here, the file, the stain, the stripper, and the clear coat, can all be purchased at Lowe's. I'm very loyal to the Lowe's company. I'm going to break down all the prices for you. It's very inexpensive. Uh, I'm going to explain the reason behind getting the certain products, to making the handle, things to do to the head, little tips, things I've learned along the way, and learned just from playing around with it and everything. Okay, I wanted to explain why I used this handle to throw with, and obviously you don't want to break your good handle. I made this out of a cherry limb. It's very lightweight, very short, shorter the handle, quicker the rotation, easier to hit your target at different distances. But it's really fun to use, and it looks very rustic, and in my opinion it looks really cool. This is the original solid hickory handle that came with it. I have sanded it and stained it, put 4 clear coats on it, and it took 2 coats of stain. I've stripped the head, gave it a really rustic look, but it's more of a decorative item. I wouldn't use it on the trail. With that said, it looks really cool hanging on your wall or setting on a pedestal somewhere. Now the Cabot stain, I really suggest Cabot over anything. It's a very, very good product. Like I said, it only took 2 coats, and you saw how dark it was. Very good finish. For the clear coat, I used Minwax Helmsman Spar Urethane. It's indoor-outdoor urethane. It holds up real well. I mean, if you're just handling it. I wouldn't use this stuff to coat a throwing axe handle or anything like that, because to me, I would rather have the natural feeling of the wood in my hand throwing it. It releases better, it doesn't stick. But this is a very good product, also inexpensive. Now to strip the head, I used Crown's Tough Strip. It is a aerosol base. It's very easy to use. I suggest wearing gloves. I was an idiot and didn't follow the directions. It does burn your hands. Trust me, wear gloves. It says 5 to 10 minutes, let it set on the paint. I let it set for 15 minutes. It did great. I didn't even have to recoat it 3 or 4 times. It didn't damage the metal at all. I wouldn't put this on any kind of wood and let it set for 15 minutes, but the metal was fine and it looked great when it was finished. Here's some tips for finishing the product. The files are important. I haven't went over those yet. The flat file is a number 2 file. I used it to sharpen the blade. Really didn't sharpen it much because you don't want it sharp if you're going to throw it, and that's what I do. But really just to shine up the bevel and make it stand out a little more, make it look like it's actually used. The round files were actually for inside the eye of the head. You'll have burrs just from the factory, and if you're sliding it up and down a finished handle, you don't want burrs in there scratching it up. So that's what it's for. The only other thing that I can give you as a tip is in the head, when it comes from factory, on the hickory handle, it has a hex head bolt inside the head that's just twisted in to give it kind of a little bit of pressure so the head doesn't slide up and down and move on you. I recommend taking that out immediately, whether you're throwing it, chopping with it, or just want it to look pretty, because if you ever use it, chances are it's going to slide anyway, and then it's going to scar your handle, and then you have to do a lot of sanding, and chances are you're going to sand too much, and it's never going to secure right. So other than that, great product. Love the Trailhawk. Great tomahawk made by Cold Steel. I strongly recommend it to anyone. If you have any questions, just comment on this page, subscribe.